When I was a kid, they had the junior gear restriction just like they have today. It wasn't enforced as strictly. Nowadays, they do a rollout after every single race, and they even roll out the juniors when they're competing in another field. Like let's say they do a Cat 3 or a Cat 2 race. Nobody else has gear restrictions, but they've got to stick with whatever the junior gear restrictions are, and they've got to be rolled out at the end, which I think is kind of unfair. If a junior is good enough to ride in a field like that, I don't think they should be given a disadvantage. They should be allowed to compete, and even if they are riding a bigger gear but they're going faster, then it's kind of negating the whole point of like keeping them from doing a low cadence, keeping them from damaging their knees. But anyway, so when I was a junior, they didn't really enforce it. They only enforced it at like state championship races, and I remember what guys used to do is they would bury an 11 somewhere in the middle of their cassette, so that when the official knocked it all the way down to their smallest cog, it might be like a 13 or whatever they needed to make the gear ratio. But what they didn't notice was that like smack between their 17 and their 16 is an 11, and so they would use that. I don't know, I can't imagine it shifted very well. I think the other thing they would do is let the air out of their tires, which would create the impression that it's a smaller gear than it is. So anyway, I don't know, that's pretty shady stuff. I guess juniors doing that, it's cheating is cheating, whether it's doping or cutting the course.